Hey everyone. We've covered a lot of ground in 2024 with this forgiveness thing already so far. We've looked at what it is, what it isn't. For example, it's not releasing anybody from accountability. It's just releasing oneself from anger and blame and resentments and hostilities and anxiety and the like. Forgiveness is often not deserved. It's just a gift given without conditions. It's from a higher place. We've looked at why forgive. We've talked about the Mayo Clinic and what they know, and how it decreases our blood pressure, decreases our heart risk, decreases our cancer risk because it increases immune function, increases our self-esteem. We've talked about some of the barriers, some of the obstacles that humans have where we get stuck in the mud with forgiveness. Many people are ready to forgive. Many people want to forgive, and their last big barrier I found is they don't know how to. We just don't know how sometimes. Like, I want to be a forgiving person, but I don't know how to forgive that. I can't forgive that thing. I don't know how to. So in the next couple weeks, we're going to cover the basic how-tos of forgiveness. And it's simple. Forgiveness is simple. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing in the world for a lot of humans. Simple, easy, two completely different things. But forgiveness is simple. And I can boil it down to two simple steps. And the first one is it's just a choice. It's just a choice. We moved to Wisconsin when I was 3, and we had a Baskin-Robbins 31 flavors in our neighborhood. And we'd go in there, mom, dad, and us 4 kids, and I never saw so much ice cream in my life, and I didn't know what to choose. Dad would say, okay, you get 1 scoop or you get 2 scoops, and there's like 31 flavors, and I wanted all of them. And Dad would say, make your choice. And so let's say I chose chocolate, and one of my brothers chose vanilla. Well, what did I want as soon as he got vanilla? I wanted his vanilla, right? Even though I had my chocolate. And Dad would have to say, you made your choice. Now live with it. Forgiveness is just like that. You make your choice and you live with it. Forgiveness or resentment, anger, hurt, anxiety, frustration, cynicism about people, loss of belief in people and life and God. Make your choice and live with it. Love or hate, you just make your choice and live with it. Violence or peace, you just make your choice or live with it. Forgiveness is just like that. You just make your choice and live with it. And we know there's outcomes. We know from the Mayo Clinic some of the outcomes to choosing forgiveness. And you can imagine some of the outcomes to choosing the opposite. Condemnation and blame, higher blood pressure, increased risk of heart event, decreased immune function, etc. So, how to forgive. How to forgive the big things. The Dan killed Jesse things. How do you forgive that? That's not a, I forgive you, and it's over and done with. Forgiveness is often a choice you have to make many times, over and over and over again. The bigger the hurt, maybe the more times you have to re-choose. I forgave Dan every day for about 1,000 days in a row, about 3 years. But eventually you make a choice over and over and over again, and eventually it just becomes part of you. It becomes who you are, and you don't have to, it gets hardwired and softwired into us, and you don't have to actively work at it so much every day. So forgiveness is just a choice, and it's one you might have to make over and over, but it's worth it. And next week we'll talk about the second simple step. It's a choice and it's a practice. We'll talk about that next week.